I think we can start, please. Yeah, we can start. Yeah.
Okay. We can start?
Yeah, we can start now.
Okay. Okay. So good morning, everyone. My name is Professor Sarkar. Today we are going to talk about the components of research proposal. And Mr. Kese, I can just see two students. 1 second. Let me check. How many students do we have now?
Yeah,
Everyone
I think
has joined?
today we will have like around 35 students from semester 3. Yeah, they will join.
Okay.
They are join, yeah.
No worries. Because I want to ask them questions as well. Is it all right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, of course.
Okay.
You can ask.
Yeah. So I can see Hafzur Rahman. Can you just let me know what do you mean by components? Like just asking questions to everyone as well. If anyone else wants to answer, what do we mean by components? Can everyone hear me? Anyone else wants to answer?
Yeah, Hokon. Yeah, Hokon. Please go ahead, Hafzur Rahman. Yes.
Yes. According to research or elements of the research proposal. So,
Okay. Mr. Kesa, I can't even hear him, but I got the point that he was saying that components means elements. That's correct. Well done. Now, when we're talking about components of research proposal, we will see when we are making a research proposal, what could be included in that? What should be included in our research proposal? So first thing I would start is the initial process of research. So what do you want to research on? Okay, that is the main topic. I've done my PhD now, like I'm just waiting for my Viva. So for my initial research, when I was doing my research, I started with behavior management. Sorry. So when I say behavior management for my research proposal, I wanted to see if I can increase the GCSE grades, like year 11 grades, with the help of behavior management, and I could succeed on that. So when we are talking about the research proposal, you need to keep in mind that what you want to research on, what is your favorite topic, because not everybody will have the same topic in mind when they're doing the research. So that is the first thing, the initial process of research. This process of developing the specific research inquiry is refers to as conceptualization. So when we talk about the research, we are keeping in mind what is the research topic and who will be our population, where I can find the the paperwork for what I'm going for to research. So you have to have that background, and in your mind you need to conceptualize what you're thinking about. So anyone wants to talk about what do you mean by conceptualization? Iman or AI Mass? Alma, sorry. Do you want to go about it? Iman? Or anyone else wants to speak? Because I can't see the hands up.
Yes, if you want to contribute, yes, you can raise up your hand, then we can give you the floor, yeah, please. Anwasya, Hafzur Rahman, Iman Hassan, Rul Amin. Yes, Muhammad Anas.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, ma'am, could you please repeat the question again?
I was asking, what do we mean by the word conceptualization in research proposal? What do you have to do?
Yeah, in my opinion, conceptualization is the process of clearly defining key concepts, ideas, and variables in the study of the research proposal. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, well done. No worries. So a gradual clarification of concept occurs influenced by changes which have resulted from socio-cultural trends. So when I'm doing a research work, I need to keep in mind what the society is thinking about that topic as well. Okay. So sometimes it could be my opinion can be different from what the others thinking about that research proposal. And you have to, sometimes it's like bureaucracy as well. For example, when I was doing my PhD, there was a student who was doing the research on Dubai transport. So she had to keep the idea in mind that when she's talking about the Dubai transport, she has to keep the government in mind as well, that she should not publish something which is going against the government, and against the society. So something, when we are doing the research proposal, I want all of you to think in mind what could be the effect on the society. Okay, because not everybody will think like what you're thinking. Your research data or the research outcome will not be aligning with the society. So how you're going to match your ideas with what others are thinking as well. So you have to keep that in mind. And you're not going against the society, you're not going against the government. So you have to keep all the system, the bureaucracies in mind as well when we're thinking about the research proposal. So the next slide speaks about, after the research problem is identified uh, by the student, it becomes time to consult a research advisor to set the parameters of the projected inquiry, such as consultation will resolve the following issues: type of research work, whether it shall be exploratory, descriptive, or explanatory, and second is the sources suggested by an experienced advisor. Okay, when you're doing a research, you need to have a consultant with you, or you need to have a guide with you. So they will discuss everything. What is your idea? How are you going to go about it? And today, the type of research work you want to do, there are three types, which is your exploratory, descriptive, and explanatory. So the word itself, exploratory, gives you an idea that you're exploring your research problem. Okay. Descriptive is when it is something is already described and you are going to find out something new. And explanatory is like your research question will be self-explanatory, what you're thinking about. So there are three types of research work: exploratory, where you're finding out something new, something different; descriptive is already something is already described there and you're trying to find your research answer to the research problem; explanatory will be your self sufficient, your question, what you're finding out the problem, it will be self sufficient. Sorry, Mr. Kaisa, we will send the slide. Are the students making notes as well?
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, they are taking notes. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, someone just asking anything?
No, I think he mistakenly unmuted. Yeah, please, you can.
Okay. Now, the sources suggested by an experienced advisor. So when we are talking about the research question, I want you to think about what will be the research sources, where you're going to find the research sources for your topic, and you will discuss everything with your advisor. So I want you to ask the students, where would you find these sources from? Where will you sit down, where you want to discuss, how are you going to find these sources for your research work? Ruhul Amin, do you want to answer
hello,
this?
ma'am.
Yes, go on. Who is this? Sorry.
Yeah, ma'am. Anwar Shah, ma'am.
Anwar Shah. Okay, go on, Anwar.
Yeah, ma'am, we will get for the research, the source are we will get from from our people, from the journal and magazine, like this all, ma'am, from the online, from the existing research, so that we will get the source from there.
Well done. Excellent answer. So we have libraries, we have online nowadays, we have Google and AI as well. But with AI, there is a inhibition for, like, from my side, because not everything what we read in AI is relevant. Plus, it is not true sometimes, because when we're talking about the journals or we are talking about the research paper, at the background, we know that who has published that journal, okay, or who has published the magazine, and we can go back and we can do our research work. But with AI, it changes every time. The type of question you type in AI will give you the answer, and every time it could be a different answer. So sometimes with AI, I want you to be really sure from where the resources are and whether the published resources is really genuine, because it does its own research and give you the answer. So please, when I'm like for this era, for these type, like for these generation, I would say, when you are typing the question for AI, please make sure that it is authentic, and you know the author from where you're taking the research, the answers. So the sources suggested by an experienced advisor. So when we are talking about the sources, your guide or your mentor will explain what you have to do, where you have to find the research work. And we have nowadays we have got online library as well. So if you have access to internet, or if you have access to the library which has got the internet, you can find out the sources from the library. Online library is available as well. There are so many websites. They are free, you don't have to pay for it, and you can get the resources from there for your research work.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Yeah,
Yes.
we most of us we use the Google Scholar, ma'am, for the source,
Okay.
for the authentic source. Yeah.
Well done. Well done. That's correct. Even I use the Google Scholar as well. The time for frame for the research project. So, Ms. K, so can you just let me know? Hello? Can you let me know whether how long is their the course?
Yeah, it's like around maybe 1 hour, 1 hour, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, it's around 1 hour.
No, no, not this course. I'm saying, for example, when they're doing the research, do they have like 6 months or 1 year to
Oh no,
do
no,
the
no. I
course?
mean, yeah, we have like around eight courses, and the entire program, the duration is 2 years.
Okay. So
Yeah,
when
two
we're
years.
talking about the research, so how long do they have to do the research work?
Oh yeah, for the coursework they have 1 year, and for midterm
Okay.
and final paper, that's a one year, total 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
They are
So
they
they
are
have
total.
time, they
Yeah,
have time to do the research work.
yeah, exactly. Yes, they are total
Okay.
four
Well done.
semester. Yeah, they have total 4 semester, and for each semester there are two courses.
Okay, okay, nice, nice. So because when we're talking about the time frame for the research project, you have got the time limit for 1 year, and then you have to submit the project. So all the research work has to be done in 1 year time. Because when I was doing my master's in science, they had master's in science and master's in education. They both had only 6 months to finish off the research work. And when I was doing my master's in science, I was doing the research work on the migratory birds, which are coming from different countries to a particular area in India. So they were like, I had to do the research work, extensive research for 6 months. But when I was doing my research in education, it was also 6 months, and sometimes we struggle with the time frame. So I would like you to be really concise and precise when we're talking about the research project. Don't take a project which is too lengthy and you won't be able to finish it on time. Definitely the guides are there, but sometimes the guide will leave it up to you as well, that how you want to go for your research work. Anyone has got anything to discuss on this?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, which one, ma'am? According to
Third, the
our
time
sir
frame for the
and
research work.
yours discussion, ma'am.
So I want to talk about what do you think
Yeah,
about
the
the
time
time
frame
frame for
for
the
the
research?
research
Yeah.
work.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I
I
mean,
can.
time frame mean for the research project, according to the, I mean, the duration for the research project. When we
Yes.
will
But
submit,
do you
when
do
we
you
will
do you think,
approve our research
yeah,
after doing the research.
also, sorry, one
Yeah,
more
ma'am.
thing I want to ask is, do you
Hello.
think sometime, hello? Do you think sometimes we can go
Yeah, ma'am,
out
I
of
can
the
hear you
time?
well.
Yeah, I'm just asking you, do you think that sometimes we can go out
Uh,
of our time frame as well while doing the research?
Yeah, ma'am, I don't have that idea, but when we even submit the midterm on time, not even late, not even fast, within the time we
Okay,
submit it. So
that's
I
so good.
think it it may it may be not possible, ma'am. We need to submit exact time.
Okay, okay, because
Yeah, actually,
practical. Yeah.
sorry. Actually, in the RAR Institute, actually, we have a set a time frame for the midterm and for final. Like, for example, let's
Yes.
say, for example, they need to submit within 3 months. For example, within 3 months,
Yes.
or within 4 months, or within one
Yeah.
month. For example, we give them a times. For example, okay, by 20 you have to submit like by around by 11 p.m. Then they all need to submit. So we all
Yes.
need to that they all need to follow the due time. Yeah.
Yes. So, because what I'm saying is like the practical aspects of it as well. Because when you take a research work which is so lengthy and you're not able to finish it in time, do we have the extension, or we speak to our, we speak to our professors that can we get an extension? But that is like very rare case. But it can happen as well. So you need to keep your mentor and you need to keep your professors up to date about where you are, and you have to take help from them if you're struggling, because twice this has happened in my like career, wherein I've seen people not submitting the task on time and they are struggling. One of the student, when I was doing my masters, she couldn't complete her thesis, the dissertation, because she has selected such a vast range of topic that she couldn't finish it on time. So we need to take the research which can be finished on time. And otherwise, when you are doing it in hurry, what could be the drawback? Someone was answering the question. I forgot the name. One of the students just unmuted them and they wanted to answer, what will happen if you're not taking a research project which could be finished on time?
Hello, ma'am. Yeah,
Hi.
I think I think it will not be acceptable for the for him, because it is rule and regulation of ethics from the university or the institute that
Well done.
mention for the due time. So it is
Okay.
mandatory to submit in that time, I think.
So any time you have come across that any of your friends or your known people couldn't finish on time, what did they do?
Yeah,
Yep.
as according to my journey of the RE program, Refugee Higher Education Access Program, that time we were submit our thesis, our final paper, ma'am. That time some of our friends were dropped out because of they did not submit on time
Okay.
their I mean they did not able to submit their thesis
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
their paper. So they may
Huh.
be.
Yeah.
This is
So
my experience, ma'am. Yeah.
yeah, well done. So I could see that Almas has typed in the chat. That's why we have made an accurate research proposal. Yes, we have made an accurate research proposal, but sometimes, as I'm saying, anything could go wrong. We might be not like in a proper health condition, or like, because sometimes we have to submit it online as well. Sometimes there might be any glitch, and those things we need to keep in mind when we are doing the research project. Okay, going on to the next topic. So other general matters can be discussed with the advisor preparatory to framing the research proposal. So we have covered that in the third topic as well, that when we are talking about the research proposal, we need to keep the time frame in mind, and anything which is changing, you need to discuss with your advisor. Keep them informed. Next. Such a consultation can help tie together random ideas about a planned project, conducive to the framing of a suitable research proposal. So they're saying a proposal which you have kept in your mind, it has to be conducive to the time frame, and it has to be conducive for the what we are going to plan. For example, the other aspect could be I take a population which could be like 100 or 150. We don't have to do that. Okay, when we are selecting a population or we are selecting a sample, keep it realistic. Okay, and keep that in mind that you have to finish your research proposal on time, and you have to plan it accordingly and speak to your mentors, speak to your professors that this is my plan, this is how much, what is my population or sample looks like, and this is how I'm going to go about it. Do you think that this is right or this should be finished on time? Okay, next is second, the first chapter of the research proposal. So what are the different elements of research proposal? So when we are writing a research proposal, we have to type it, yes? And when we are going to type, I need to think in mind, what are the different things you need to keep in mind when you are doing the research proposal? First is the introduction of the research. So whatever the topic you have taken, you need to introduce, you need to have the background of the research, what you're going to go, how you're going to go about it, and you have to read a lot. You have to read a different research paper done, completed by others, scientists as well. Now, background of your study, I've already told you that when you're doing a research proposal, you need to think about what could be the background of my study, where I'm going to find the resources, and how I'm going to go about it. Then we have to talk about the setting of the study as well. So whether it is, as I told you, whether it's exploratory, whether it's descriptive, whether it's explanatory as well. Now, theoretical or conceptual framework. So when we are talking about the theoretical or conceptual framework, we need to think about what are the different scientists or different researcher has spoken about your research work. Okay, so for example, when I'm talking about my research work, I was talking about the behavior management of the students, wherein I was increasing the grades of our students. Okay, with the behavior management, how I can increase the the grades of my students. So I had to do a research work or extensive research on the background of all the other research they have done on my topic. So that is a theoretical or conceptual framework. You write about the different scientists or different research paper published on that topic. Now, statement of the problem. Anyone wants to speak about the statement of the problem? What do you think? What do we mean by statement of the problem?
Abdul, Aziz Khan, Abdurrahman, Ansarullah. Go ahead. Yeah, Prof was asking about the statement of the problem in the research. Yes, we're ready to explain. Okay, Abdurrahman, yes.
First of all, thank you, sir. In my opinion, the problem that we will focus on our research proposal, it explain what is wrong in our research paper and what is missing in research problem statement, and also what is not included and what is not understood in a particular area. So we should study it. After studying, we should develop it, the problem in a research proposal or a research paper. So
Well done.
research problem statement is explain the things which we didn't understood or confused or didn't explain, or the thing which are used as gap. So it is
Well done.
used to clear it.
Well done. That's correct. Absolutely correct, Hamza. Only one thing I would suggest here is we say it in a positive way. Okay, when we are saying is there any problem, it's not about the problem itself, it's about the question. Okay, it's about the research question. So there is no negative connotation to the statement of the problem. Anovar Shah is raising their hand as well.
Yeah, ma'am, I am also the same, but according to my understanding is the statement of the problem is clearly explain what the issue the research will address and why it is need to be a study and why
Well
it is
done.
important. I
That's
think
correct.
this is called a statement of the research
Well done.
problem. Yeah.
Anovar, do you have anything in mind? Any research work you want to do?
You mean, ma'am, any research work mean? I don't understand what
So when, for
you want to mean
example,
to me.
yeah. So I wanted to ask you is, do you want to do any research work?
Yeah.
Like, is there anything in your mind that I want to study extensively on this topic?
Yeah, as my previous studies, the multiple displacement of Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh. It
Okay.
was I studied my midterm paper, and
Okay.
yeah, it's I have already figured out, ma'am.
Well done. That's correct. Did you get any answer for your question?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, already I have the first in our semester with this topic, and I have submitted our Mr. Kaise sir.
Okay. So what was your answer to the problem?
What was my answer to the problem, ma'am?
Like,
Hello.
what was the research work? What was the research outcome?
Yeah, it means
Yeah, the
the
research on
funding and analysis. Yes.
The findings. Yes, I'm talking about the findings.
yeah, ma'am. The finding was that many were find out according to that topic. They were just only studies in online, not by the physical. But
Okay.
I were studies the qualitative research
Mm-hmm.
with the people of our community,
Mm-hmm.
and I find out the problem is practical example. Practically, I mean, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Because for me, the world is an ocean. When you're talking about the research work, it's so much to do, so much to find out. And we need to keep thinking about it. That's the main thing. So if there is any statement of problem we have found out, how you're going to go about it. Okay, so that is the main thing as well, and where you're going to find your resources, and how you're going to talk to your like mentor, or Mr. Kaiser is there, you can speak to him as well. So try to find out the solution for all the research problems what we are thinking about. Now next is hypothesis of the study. So the hypothesis is like you're taking a nearest guess. What do we mean by hypothesis is you're taking a nearest guess, like what is going to happen after my research, whether I'm going to find a answer for it, or whether I'm going to find a solution for it, or what could be the outcome of the research. That is your hypothesis. You're taking a nearest guess, like after my study, will it be accepted, my thesis will be accepted, or my thesis will be nullified. Now, significance of the study. So we do the research work, and we talk about I will talk about chi-square, the formula as well, whether the significance, there is any significance for your study. It is analyzed numerically as well. So we'll talk about that in the next coming slides. Now, scope and delimitations of the study. So when we say the scope and delimitations of the study, like further whether we will be able to find the answer, or whether you are going to limit your studies, whether your question has got vast variety of scopes, whether we can talk about it in detail, or whether we can delimit our study. That is up to you what you want to do. And definitions of the key terms is like some of the key terms, which is terminologies which is really difficult to answer or understand. You're going to define those terminologies. We say the operationalization of the terms, key terms. So you're going to define what you're going to which all the other difficult words you have used, so that anyone who's studying your thesis or your research, they can understand what you're going to talk about. Now, first chapter is the introduction. So introduction serves to orient the reader about the research project. It may also include the rationale, legal basis, and historical settings. And in effect, the introduction is a preview of the whole study. So your introduction is giving your background, or what you are talking about of your research, how you're going to go about it, and what you're thinking about your research work. Now, background of your study is this presents the context of the study, stating the external factors which give rise to the research proposal. So if you are thinking about a research work, why you're going to take up those research, okay? What are the external factors? What are the outside noise which is given rise to your background of the study. So this is going on the introduction part as well. In identifying the factors that contribute to the background of the study, the following questions may be asked. So when we're talking about the research proposal, you're talking about what trends reoccurring in the field. So as I'm saying, you're not the only one who might have done the research. So what is the trend going on with the topic? What development are the most promising, and what problems are surfaced or maybe surfacing? So this is your research work. What do you think after doing your research, what you're going to promise, or how you're going to find the solution for it? So what problems have surfaced or may have been surfaced when you're doing the research work? Because when I'm saying that research is not easy, yeah, it is very extensive and it is very hard working job. How you're going to find out the solution for your problem, because there are so many other factors related to your research work as well. So you have to find out the solution for it. Now, what is the impact of your socio-cultural factors? So when you're going to do the research work, what impact you're going to make in the society? Because doing the research is not going to help anyone, okay? It has to have an impact on the society. It has to have an impact in your people or someone who is surrounded with you. So in Rohingya, I know there are so many students, they're studying together, they are discussing the research proposal, or they are talking about, what you're going to do. So are you discussing with your friends? Are you discussing with your colleagues, or you're discussing with everyone what will be the impact of your studies? If this paper is read 25 years after in this publication, how would you want the reader to benefit from your studies? So you just don't do the research for yourself. You're doing the research for everyone surrounding you as well. So someone who is reading your research work after 25 years, what will be the impact of your research? Okay, you need to think about that. Now, what is the general state of knowledge about the problem? So as I'm saying, when you're talking about the research work, what is the general state of idea with this research work? You need to keep on in your mind as well, because you don't want to research that nobody is interested in. Yes, this is your research work and you're very excited about it, but don't do something which is not needed by this society as well. We need to keep that in mind. Now, the next is setting of the study. I find the setting is important, as this will demonstrate that the study is based on true life setting about which accurate observations and measurement procedures can be made. So setting of the study is how you're going to set your study work, whether it is practical, whether it's not practical, or whether it's only theoretical. How you're going to go about it, whether your observations and measurements can be made like realistic. Because as I was saying, you don't want to take the research work which is very extensive and you won't be able to finish on time. Now, setting of the study, when the researcher works within a paradigm, two benefits are achieved: a more accurate understanding of what could otherwise be simply odd actions and views, an avenue for new ways of thinking and explaining things. Anyone wants to talk about it? So when you're doing the setting of the work, there are two benefits. One is more accurate understanding of what could otherwise be simply odd actions and views that nobody knows about your research, or an avenue for new ways of thinking and explaining things. Anyone wants to talk about it? Or when you have done the research work, because you have submitted one of the projects or one of the assignments, how did you go about it?
Yes, who want to contribute? Please go ahead.
Ma'am, could you please repeat the question? What was
The
your
question
question?
is, for example, when you're doing your research work and you're doing the setting of the backgrounds, so what will be your thinking? Like whether you will do something which is unrealistic, which is not acceptable, or you will go about like what you're thinking is everybody can understand.
For the first time, I have to set up my studies and also describe the location or the environment where the research is conducted, and also what is the purpose of the research, and also everything should be authentic, realistic, that's the reader can understand well.
Well done. Yes. Have you done the research work before?
No, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Actually,
Okay, no worries. We are teaching you, so you will be doing the research in future as well, or the assignments or projects what you're going to take in. So sometimes there could be one person here and there, yeah, who will not accept your thesis or accept your research, but that doesn't mean that is wrong. Okay, they can have their opinion. And Anvarsha is raising the hand.
Yeah, ma'am. As I did, and I have some information about this that we did previously. That's why issue the problem as comprehensively that is doable. It should be doable.
Yes,
The thesis should be doable. Then we will do a step by step that we get guidance from our
well done,
teacher.
Oh,
well done.
yeah. Could you,
So
yeah, can we,
yeah,
sorry, can you
that's it,
please
ma'am.
join again? Can you please join again? I think it's about to end. Yeah, please join again. With the
Okay,
same link. Yeah, with the same